What's up, guys? Jay Daniel here. So this is Remote Closer to Millionaire episode 7, part 2. So couple things. Number one, I'm going back to my roots. I don't care if these videos get 1 view, 0, 1,000. None of that matters. This is for me. This is for me to be able to document myself going from where I'm at to where I want to be. I was reviewing one of my calls today, and it was bad. Like I really suck. And it's okay because we can learn from that skill set and we can improve and we can make it better. But it was really bad. Like so many things that were being done wrong. So many things that I was letting slip. It was so amateurish. It's just the fact that I can critique myself to such explicit detail and go over so much is a sign that like my skill set needs to catch up with my knowledge. There's a lot of work to be done. The good thing is now I'm in the game. Like, I'm in it. I'm on it. One of my mentors, I told him about where I'm at right now. And I told him, like, dude, what should I do? We kind of had this conversation months ago, but I wasn't really, really committed, right? Like I was in that. I started taking calls 12 hours a day. I started making some really good money, but really good money. What does that even mean? I started taking a lot more action, but it wasn't enough. And it faded. For me to get to where I want to get to, I need to fundamentally change the way I think, change the way I see the world. I'm listening. One of the things he recommended for me was to read this book. It's called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I'm going through it now. And, he talks about it. Like, there's 3 levels of commitment to becoming a millionaire, to increasing your income. Level 1 is you want it, right? Like if $1 million landed on my lap, sure, why not? I don't have to work for it. It just appears. Beautiful. But I'm not willing to work for it. Oh, I could be the world's best golf player easily without having to do any work or any time into it? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. Level 2 is commitment. Level 2 is choosing to be, right? So it's like, okay, there's no alternatives. I choose to be wealthy. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to stay focused. Which is what I did 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I was 18 years old. I said, okay, I'm going to be wealthy. Took some action. But the results have been back and forth. The 3rd level is commitment. Commitment means there is nothing else. You're willing to devote your entire life and existence towards the accomplishment of this thing. You will make it happen. Commitment is out 16-hour days, 7 days a week. We'll do whatever it takes. Commitment is you set your intention. And your intention is so clear that the world, the universe, God, everything bends to your will. The issue most people have is that they put out an intention for this is what I want, and they start acting towards it, and then, right? And this is like the law of attraction. They start attracting the opportunities, the right things start to happen for them. And then in the back of their head, they're like, yeah, I don't feel like it today. Or they think, you know what, being wealthy is, what a pain in the ass it would be to have to deal with all this money and all these things. Oh man, this is, like, just negative thoughts around the outcome. When you do that, you're confusing God. You're confusing the universe. You're confusing yourself. You're killing your momentum. You got to be committed, and you got to get rid of all the beliefs that are going to stop you. Most people get in their own way. I've been getting in my own way for a while. So many little things. Just going to the phone whenever there's silence. Playing music. Did you know that playing music is a form of escapism? Why can't I be alone in silence? Why can't I shower in silence and just reflect on my thoughts, reflect on what I've learned, reflect on my calls? Why do I need to be watching shows on YouTube or people's content before I go to bed? Why can't I just go to bed when I'm tired and then wake up and then work towards the vision? Why do we need all this extra stuff? You don't. The people around you that you grew up with, you saw them do it, and you think that's just how it's supposed to be. There is no how it's supposed to be. There is a how you're supposed to be for a specific outcome. You got to decide what that outcome is. Most of the habits that you have that you picked up from the people around you, they didn't pick it up consciously. They just happened to pick it up from their environment too. Wealthy people are conscious about what their life looks like, about the way they think, about the people they surround. Everything is conscious. It's a decision. It's their responsibility. They're a creator. People that struggle are a victim. Everything's happening to me. And sometimes it is. It doesn't matter. You got to take responsibility anyway. There's supernatural things in this world that we can't explain. Faith, belief, certainty, intention. They can move mountains. But you gotta be willing to be wrong. You gotta be willing to put yourself out there. You gotta be willing to commit. So I spent a little over an hour just now reviewing one of my calls. And I recognize exactly why I am where I am, and I'm not where I could be, or I'm not where I want to be. So now it's just a matter of being consistent, really dedicating myself to the process. Every second, every minute, every level of consciousness is going to be dedicated towards getting where I want to get to. J. Daniel Castro Delgado is making this commitment to be a millionaire, and it's going to happen, dude. We're tripling down. This is all I'm going to think about until it happens. This has become the standard. And again, I don't give a fuck how much this channel grows, if it grows at all. Like, this has now become personal. Like, this is just me documenting it. This is just me doing what I already know works. Complete and utter commitment to the process. Appreciate you guys jumping on. I'm getting back to work.